So households earning less than $50,000, so like the lowest of the three income thresholds in this chart I brought along, they reduced their monthly spending on groceries month over month for the past 3 months, as you can see. So the expiration of the emergency pandemic SNAP payments in March was likely the catalyst for the reduction in spending. Nearly half the adults that earn less than $50,000 per year said they received SNAP benefits in the past month. And according to Kroger's own sort of market data, they said 37% of SNAP recipients who shop at Kroger said they're spending more at the dollar or value type stores. This would be like a grocery outlet, right, or an Aldi, since the end of the emergency pandemic benefits. And then 62% said cancellation of those benefits significantly impacted their budgets, and that is it. So that's a negative here for all supermarkets, but I'm pointing out here Kroger, which we have on our short list. And I had another sort of consumer data point, and it's not getting as much publicity as Andrew's Netflix things, but Costco is now checking the IDs. They're really trying to enforce strictly that the card holder is the actual person on the photo. And so they're, in effect, sort of, they're going to limit a little bit of some transactions, because what people had sort of figured out was in the self-checkout lines, they can, your son can use your card and, do the shopping, right, for the household, and they're not checking the ID, but they're pretty strict about it, right, going forward. And so I think that's sort of a source of strength, because that's going to reduce some transactions. And I don't think anyone's going to pay for more membership, members in a household because of that. So, in comparison, there's 74 million Netflix, households in the U.S. and Canada, and it's about 50 million for Costco. So not as large as Netflix, but up there. And I think this is a little bit more of a source of strength than it was for Andrew's Netflix. And that's it.
I mean, the consumer, wait until you see this slide deck. I mean, if I thought it was bad enough, it's getting worse. And it's demographic too, right? I mean, so you make the point of, people just they're not buying as much food, not because they're hungry, but because they don't have any money. Okay. So that's, that because the price of some food, in particular commodity type foods, is actually coming down. So at the unit level, that's one thing, but in the aggregate, it's entirely another. Like there's this slide in the deck. I gave people a little sneak peek with a tweet last night. Think about this. 70% of Gen Z and millennials are now living paycheck to paycheck, with greater than 50% of them pretty much dependent on their parents. Like, think about that. That's not funny, actually. It's terrible. I mean, so what you have here in America is the most divided gap of the elites in terms of wealth and those that have no money left. I mean, and it's just kind of like sadistic and disgusting to watch Wall Street peacock, pardon the CNBC pund, around saying the economy is in great shape. I mean, it's like a fucking joke, right? I mean, it's like, and nobody on this call, fortunately, is in that camp, but you really need to pay attention to these statistics, and because these aren't narratives, these are numbers. Okay.
Hey there, Hedgeye Nation, or if you're not part of Hedgeye Nation, thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.